It's been rough trying to record this video. I've tried about like 4-5 times. I'm going insane. But there's no way we're about to disregard the run-up that GameStop has had Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, up 9% on Friday. Also closing above max pain, which is not normal. Also getting back above Roaring Kitty's price average. Also getting 3 million in call premiums. Cracking 4 million, cracking 6 million after somebody's purchasing on quad witching day, which is expiration 9/20, September 20th, $21 calls, which is also the most premium that we've seen over the past couple months, surpassing when Roaring Kitty loaded up on calls on GameStop and Chewy as well, all that stuff. So there's no way we're going to disregard this. There's no way that we're going to disregard Nokia starting its run up very quietly. That is something that we have talked about. There's no way we are about to disregard what is about to happen this week with AMC and GameStop and these short squeeze plays. Watch until the end of the video. If you find value or you just want to support me, like the video and subscribe. It is free. What else can I ask for? It's really just a click of a button. We called this out perfectly. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you my positions on GameStop and AMC call options. GameStop, when we start the week on Tuesday, we will be 126 days in, okay? That is going to lead us right here. You can see how similarly the chart has moved up, right? Moved up right here, and this is 126 days in to start the week. You got a little bit of a scale down before going higher. It is so accurate that this would be the easiest thing to play. Starting the week, 126 days into the cycle, you broke up right here. Take away the drawings, make it look a little simpler. Broke up right here, come scale back down, and you start the rip. I think next week's going to be a beautiful, beautiful week to start the week. And this is exactly where we're trading out on GameStop. It's really not that hard. We have this planned out so accurately. GameStop likely to come anywhere between $40 and $45. Watch resistance potentially at 37. Watch algorithm breaks to potentially get us way past $40, $45. Okay, these are the things to note. As far as AMC goes, trading at $4.82, closed completely flat on Friday. Once we start the week, we will be 140 days into the cycle that we have been tracking. 140 days in brings you right here in the cycle, meaning this is the week where everything lines up, where AMC should just shoot straight up, up, up. And we only have a 4-day week. The market is closed Monday for Labor Day. And if I'm wrong, I will be patient. I do not care. If I am wrong, I will be patient. But what I'm showing you right now is the fact that what we have drawn out has not failed. Cycles played out inverse, sure. There is way less volume. It chop traded in shorter ranges, sure. But overall, everything still matches up to previous cycles that the stock has given us. Now, FTD data came out for the first half of August, and the average per day was 20,745, which is very low. You can see not really much happening on AMC, but you got to remember that on the days there were any sort of spikes, dark pool volume, first of all, the whole month was extremely high, exceeding lit volume. More orders were routed, not affecting price action. On top of that, short exempts spiked on days where volume was actually pretty high, and we didn't see days with volume that high. So basically no volume. Most of the orders that were volume were routed. So of course there's going to be a very low FTD data. GameStop was slightly higher. You can see a little bit more fails. These did come out actually more recently, right? Still not as high as when we first ran. But I want to note GameStop and AMC, but GameStop for sure. We showed you all the ETFs that is holding GameStop, right? It's just flooded everywhere. And you're going to see FTDs over on those ETFs instead of GameStop as well. Okay. Also wanted to point out that Nokia has been quietly squeezing, and it is just beginning, in my personal opinion. Be very, very careful with this one. Obviously, we already made a little bit on this, but really not much. Next level is 520 on Nokia, 586, 654, 749, 872, 1226. It has very, very similar levels to AMC. A lot of stocks are going to squeeze together here. And we're also not going to disregard the fact that Chewy came up and retested $30, which is huge for Chewy as well. Kind of gave early warning signs for GameStop and AMC, mostly GameStop. If Chewy did at all close and open above $31.15, this thing is pretty bullish. It's going to go right up to 40, and I think that is your free ride right there. Now, fundamentally, pretty good. Beetlejuice 2 is now tracking to earn $105 million on its domestic box office opening weekend, one of the highest openings of 2024. So shout out to that for AMC. Now, Holo, this thing was up 25% on Friday, was up 13% before that, 13% before that. We have been talking about Holo, and I want to state that if this thing takes off, because it's very hard to get warning signals, I'm watching realistically around $3 to $4, which is going to be a 7 to 900% gain. That's what I'm watching essentially on Holo for an exit, or just sub $3. Okay, so still 700% gain on this play. Obviously, there's no options, so it's basically just stock. Now, I'm not going in with a huge position, but I am in this one. Also, Cassava Sciences, ticker symbol SAVA, it's very hard to tell if this thing's over. It already had a 388% move from its recent low in the green cycle, which we perfectly called out. Came down, and now it is actually holding $28, which is a major level. If we bounce off of 28 and volume follows through, we get that momentum. Cassava Sciences could go higher. Levels I'm watching are $65 to $80 for that top range on Cassava Sciences, and especially if AMC and GameStop squeeze, these may just have sympathy moves with it. Honestly, the SPY, I didn't really set up my charts to talk about the SPY, and I don't really want to talk about the SPY. We had a very, very flat candle on the week. The market is indecisive. It's coming into a month that is historically red. It's coming into rate cuts. It's coming into indicators that historically indicate a recession and have never failed. And too many people are just expecting a fall, but there's very unlikely a reason why we shouldn't fall. So you could see a move up to 573.75 to fake everyone out before getting that fall, or you could just see a fall to fake everyone out and it's not be as bad as people think. I just want to warn you for the SPY. Really not much to say there. I want to talk about Tesla. Coming up to test the top of this range, testing a breakout. If Tesla closes above 216 on Tuesday, this is also going to be pretty bullish. Last but not least for Tesla to unveil Robotaxi on October 10th. Also a rate sensitive stock, rate cuts and the Robotaxi release. Good for Tesla. Nvidia held above 118, which is pretty good. If we ever flush below that and close under 118, I'm watching 111 on Nvidia. As of right now, Tuesday, where do we want Nvidia to go? We want it to close above 122. That is what we're watching to bring us to between 124 and 127. Bitcoin didn't come down to where we said, but it did get flushed last night down to 57,700. In my personal opinion, if this doesn't hold by Sunday, weekly close, 56,700. That's just where I'm watching. Lastly, couple sprinkles on top, Goldman Sachs to lay off over 1,300 employees, up to 4% of their workforce because they are in trouble. Now guys, I don't usually do this, but here are the recent positions I entered. Maybe some were exited, but I just want to point out these are the GameStop calls that I entered in Discord. Some people followed. Also more GameStop calls. The AMC calls are further up, but right now this is what you get. Since, this is just an exciting time for everyone. If you're not in the Discord, I only charge a coffee a month. The education, the value you get out of it is well worth it. Come talk stocks with the most amazing people. Post your gains, post your losses. There are no bad questions, guys. Whether you're a beginner or advanced trader, this is the place to go. And overall, honestly, best vibes in here. People making some serious gains in Discord recently as well. So this is just a beautiful thing to see. That is the third link in the description of the video and pinned in the top comments. The second link is for Moomoo, where you can open a free account, make a deposit, do it for the month of September. And once you open an account through my link and deposit, you're getting up to 20 free stocks, earning 8.1% APY on your uninvested cash, getting level 2 order book data for free, access to trading options, going long, going short, viewing other exchanges, and more as a retail trader, all for free. No joke, courtesy of Moomoo. Open an account and make a deposit through my link. And the top link in the description of the video is for my custom indicator. If you don't know how it works, it's pattern detection. It gets added to your TradingView charts. You can mess with the time frames, you can mess with the forecast, you can mess with the price targets. Overall, it detects patterns in the chart, gives you price targets, and then forecasts what the stock might do following that. Crazy good. Go get your free trial right now for 14 days, not just 1 week, but 2 weeks. So yeah, you can remember to cancel it. And I'm reminding you every day in the videos. I just don't think you will cancel it. And the proof is there for itself. People get it and they keep it. That is it, guys. I love you all. Enjoy your 3-day weekend. Lottery Stocks out.